What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video. And today, Guilty Gear Strive. I'm not going to be talking about society and all this stuff the game tries to throw at you. Instead, today, I'm going to be going over the system mechanics I kind of figured out, saw on Twitter, talked to people about. Of course, there's no Milia, unfortunately, so I've been playing mostly May and a little Axel. We'll be talking about like movement, the RC system, combos, etc. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is movement. First off, ID back is the same as what we're familiar with. We have a super jump that's actually kind of floaty compared to what I'm used to. Double jump, kind of the same. The really big new thing here as far as air movement is the air dash, which is a sigil. So at a glance, it seems kind of slow, right? But you could actually cancel this during the sigil that you can see here into different moves. So for example, you can cancel it into button, and you'll go flying downwards at a different angle. You could also cancel this into FD. So your air movement is actually pretty varied. Like you can go forward, you can go diagonal down, you can change your timing on how you go down too. Because as soon as you press a button, that's when the air dash is cancelled. It's pretty tricky, I think. To me, it's kind of reminiscent of DBZ, like, oh, am I going to jump in with a button? Am I going to fall with super dash? That kind of thing. But that I got to kind of see in matches. So there's actually an exception to this air dash rule. And when the game got changed for the first time and they added this new air dash, people didn't know that you could cancel the air dash into that diagonal movement. So a lot of criticism came, like, oh, this is so slow, this is so bad, why would they do this, they're slowing the game down, why are they doing this? Even after hearing how the new air dash works, you might not like it anyway. I'm kind of like mixed bag on it, like I said, but Faust basically has his old air dash. So he has the same back and forward air dash, but he can also control it by holding up or holding down, and he can do a variety of, like, I can move up, I can move down and up, like waving like this. Dash block is faster than old Guilty Gear, but you still have to use dash FD in order to totally stop immediately. It is significantly faster to dash block than in previous games. In previous Guilty Gear games, it was like the whole animation, you couldn't do anything. It seems like it's faster, but I still recommend you use dash FD break if you want to stop on a dime. Like this. So some Gatling rules for y'all. So here's a quick list that I put together. There could definitely be more, and your character might have exceptions to these, but these I found to be generally true. So the first one is you generally get one mash button. So in May's case, it's mash P, and P's tend to change each other. So you get this, like that. Now, you can't do like a traditional Gatling, so you can't do like PK, KS. You can't, once you get into the later Gatlings, you could do more cancels. So you could do like S into a bunch of buttons, like S2H here, S5H here, like this. I believe everyone has 2S, 2H as well. Most characters have either 2P, 2D, or 2K, 2D. I believe it's 2K, 2D for everybody. May has it here. Most characters, and I think at least the ones I've played so far, they all have multiple command normals. So in May's case, she's got this 6K, she's got 6P here, and she has 3K, like this. Now, one thing I found for May so far, I gotta check with other characters, is that she can whiff cancel her 2P. So most characters should be able to do this, but she can also whiff cancel it into command normals. So where she can't do like 2P 5K, whiff cancel, she could do like 2P 3K, 2P 6K. She can cancel her 2P into other stuff on whiff, which I need to, again, check with other characters. So next I want to take a second and talk about the RC system. And this is the thing I find pretty interesting so far. It's the thing I think has the most potential in the game. Again, I'm reserving my opinion until the beta's over in general, but I like the feel of the RC system so far. You have your red RC. This is general hit stun stuff. You have your blue RC, that's your neutral RC. You have your purple RC, which is like a recovery RC. And you have the yellow RC. The yellow RC is like your dead angle, but it's universal. Now, you might notice too that there's like a little clock that will pop up, so you only get to slow the opponent down when you're near them. When I do blue RC here, it's pretty much normal, but when I do red RC, the clock hits them and they get the slowdown that we're familiar with from Exit. Now, there's also a couple of special little twists with the RCs. So one is that there's a fast roaming cancel that if you special cancel your RC, you can cancel the clock and move immediately. I don't quite get what this is for yet, to be honest, but it's just something that exists in the game. So that, as opposed to this. And another thing you could do actually is add a drifting motion. So on the ground, if you buffer a dash into your RC, you can make it so that you either drift towards them or drift away with them with 6-6 or 4-4. So like this, as opposed to that. So next I want to talk about meter a little bit. So meter seems to be especially important in this game. So far I haven't really seen 25 meter options exactly. Everything's 50 meter, but meter is very friendly. It's really easy to get meter. As usual in Guilty Gear, you get meter by running forward, moving at the opponent. I really want IB to do something that isn't just building meter. So in a game like Granblue, so Granblue has IB as well, but you IB only for meter, so most people don't IB a lot. Guilty Gear, you know, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. You know, like the instant block worked really well to change frame advantage and stuff. I guess the thing you're thinking is that since the Gatling system is different, the chain system is different, that maybe you won't need it so much and that FD will be enough. FD still works pretty much as you would expect and does the same things that it used to do, but instant block only builds meter at the moment. So next, combos. So combo monsters are saving our lives right now, figuring out combos. It seems to be somewhat linked based right now, and from what I gather, the goal seems to be corner carry from mid screen, but you're not going to do that much damage. And when you're in the corner, you get big combos, and when you have meter, you get big combos. The damage is really high in this game. So I know people really jumped at Soul's wild throw damage at a glance, but just overall, it really feels like the damage is pretty high. This might be like a 3 hearts game, if you know what I'm saying. So as far as the wall seems to have like HP, and you can tell when the wall is about to break because the opponent gets like stuck to the wall, like a wall splat. Any hit that hits after that wall splat will send them to the new stage. So this brings us to the positive bonus. So when you go to the new stage, the game will say positive bonus like this, and you get passive meter gain, and it looks like your meter builds much faster. So that's basically it for right now. Tonight, I'm going to be playing matches for the first time. I'm going to be streaming through each wave of the beta, so definitely check out my stream. It's in the description, twitch.tv/LordKnight if you want to just hang out, ask questions. For the first wave, I'm not going to be actually playing the whole time. So, as you can tell, I've recorded all this against a computer opponent, so it's pretty annoying to do, not gonna lie. But today will be the first time I can actually connect with people so we can test some more things in depth and get a little bit more info. Again, if you want to watch the stream tonight, it'll be at 11 p.m. EST, twitch.tv/LordKnight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace